that before we went on tour, there's another bass player, another band, and he said rock is dead. I don't think he's been to fucking St. Paul, right? Yeah! You motherfuckers are alive up there. So take a second, let's turn the lights up. I want to look at all you. There you are. Now, I'd like to take a second and just break down the history of Motley Crue for you. It'll just take a couple minutes. It's a long fucking career. But to do that, I think what we gotta do, all 15,000 of us, that means me too, we all gotta sit down for a second. Sit down and just have a moment. You can do it. You can do it! So I just wanted to say that as long as I can remember, people have been coming up to me and saying, you know, everything happens for a reason. And something I want to talk to you guys about is that's fucking bullshit. Everything happens because you make a fucking decision and make shit happen in your life, right? Yeah! So note the word decision, because I'm going to give you a little bit of a history lesson on Motley Crue. And we're going to go all the way back to December of 1980. I was a struggling musician. You weren't even born yet, dude. I like that guy, always cheers. So, struggling musician, Los Angeles, California, not unlike a lot of other musicians, except for me personally, I thought I had everything that I wanted. I came from Jerome, Idaho, population 4,000 people, and I made a decision to get on a Greyhound bus, go all the way to fucking Hollywood, and I was finally in a fucking rock and roll band. Yeah, buddy! Except that band was not Motley Crue, so, you know, I didn't know Motley Crue would ever even exist, and I was just struggling and playing, and one day I looked at my band, and I have no idea why I did, and I'm glad that I did, because you guys wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be up here, is I just looked at the guys in the band and I said, I'm sorry guys, but I quit. And I started walking home, and I thought to myself as I was walking, and I do mean walking because I didn't have a car, I didn't have a job, I didn't have any money, and now I didn't even have a band. I thought, there's gotta be at least 3 other guys in Los Angeles that wants to reach right into the fucking heart of the music industry, rip that fucking thing out, and throw it on the floor, and make some fucking history. Yeah! Now I'm gonna tell you, I didn't know if they existed, I didn't know what they looked like, I had no idea what I was doing, but I just trusted my fucking instinct. And on a Thursday night, that's how long ago it was, I can't even remember what night it was, but it was a Thursday night. I hitched a ride to Hollywood, California, to a club called the Starwood, and I walked through the back door of the club just like this, and I looked up on the stage, and there he was, sitting behind his drums. He was 17 years old, he was skinny, he was scrawny, he was dirty, he was filthy, and he was a fucking monster on the drums. Do you know who that is? That man right there, Mr. Tommy Lee. Yeah! What's up, fuckers? These guys are excited. Sit down, story time's not over.
Yeah, buddy.
So I went back and I started talking to Tommy, and we sit on the floor together, and I remember this moment. I'm sure you do too, right? Oh, yeah. He was drinking 2 beers. I was having a rum and coke, and we were talking about something that was going to become very important in all of our future. We talked about this, and that is that we loved heavy fucking metal. But at the same time, we talked about how much we equally loved something that would become the fabric of Motley Crue, and that is that we love punk rock just as much as heavy metal. Yeah, buddy! And guy who talked about this, the great bands that came out in the 70s. We talked about David Bowie and Elton John and Aerosmith and Black Sabbath, and as a matter of fact, Alice fucking Cooper. So me and Tommy set up shop, and we were writing these songs like Starry Eyes and Too Fast for Love and On With The Show and Live Wire. And so some magic was happening, but we didn't have a guitar player and we did not have a singer. And so we made a decision to go to a 7-Eleven to buy some fucking beer. And on the counter was a magazine called The Recycler Magazine, and we opened it up, and there it was. It said, loud, rude, aggressive guitar player available. Only call me if you're serious. My name is Mick Mars. That's right. You know you gotta sit down again. This is gonna be a long-ass story. You know, I'm just gonna interrupt this story and tell you something. There's only a few fucking cities. There's Detroit, there's New York, there's Los Angeles, there's fucking St. Paul. You guys are unbelievable motherfuckers. Sit down. Now listen to this. So we got together, the three of us, and we're playing music, but we needed a lead singer, and Tommy said, I know a guy, except for he's in another band, and Nick said, let's go check him out, and if he's good, we'll steal him. So we went back to the Star World on a Tuesday night, and there was our future fucking lead singer. He was wearing white leather pants, a white leather jacket, he had bleached white hair, and he was leaning into the microphone like this. He was singing some cheap trick. We went backstage to talk to him, and his name is Mr. Vincino, right there. So Vince made a decision to quit his band. So the four of us got together, we went to Burbank, California, and we set up shop. And this is how it all went down. I handed Vince the lyrics to Livewire. He looked at them and he goes, I've got this. Mick picked up his guitar, turned up his amps. Tommy ran like a fucking maniac back to his drums. I picked up this bass. And at that exact moment, January 17th, 1981, Motley Crue was born. Yeah! So two things. If anybody ever questions your decisions in life, tell them to go fuck themselves and trust your instincts, okay? And last but not least, this is not goodbye from this band, and it's not farewell, because our music is gonna haunt you till the day that you die.